Without further ado, I am very, very happy to welcome Dr. Christopher Phillips to Many Rivers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I am an itinerant philosopher, democratic rabble-rouser, and I am out to resuscitate our democracy while there's still time, with the hope it might have a ripple effect far and wide. When we get together, especially in public places and spaces, if we can feel passionate about our points of view, but also feel passionate and enthused about hearing other points of view, I think we all win. Because I feel like, well, how are we ever going to really tackle hard-button issues if we don't feel some bond or connectedness from the get-go? Yeah, so we have to feel some sort of uncommon common ground of some sort in order to maybe be a little, not flexible or compromised, but maybe reach a higher ground where it's not all about my way or the highway. I mean, if you really feel like you know what you're talking about and that your view is up to snuff, why wouldn't you want it to be scrutinized? The bigger problem is that when there is any sort of alternative perspective from some sort of big shot who gets a lot of sensational press, they're way up on a stage and there is no healthy exchange. So they can just preach and proselytize or humiliate. If we can get a little bit beyond a typical confab where it's just, here's what I think, without necessarily supporting our view, but feeling incumbent to share the story behind how we arrived at our point of view, then I feel like we've all won again. And I think that ultimately, if we're ever going to resuscitate openness of our public and private self, openness of self on individual, local and global scales, there has to be that desire to encounter other fellow humans on a regular basis. Not in an encounter group, you know, he said, she said, confessional type of thing, but in one of these things where it's not enough to say what you think, but why you think what you think. You know, Thomas Jefferson, as flawed and foibled as they come, nonetheless felt that a society will become woefully dysfunctional if you have to feel you have to have your way in all things. And I truly subscribe to that viewpoint. We absolutely have to be open to other ways and truths and lights. Really thoroughly familiar, you cannot go. I told you that. How dare you?
Here's the professors.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Thank you.
I know. I just had to say that. They're leaving. Come on.